Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing alright. Standing on things. Alright, we're back. The team, or the DMK Team Endurance race is back tonight. We are back with round 3 live from Brands Hatch. So we had the rerun of, where did we have last week? The rerun of Suzuka, was it? Fuji? I can't even remember. We had the rerun anyway because the first time we tried it, it was a bit poor. Lobbies were all over the place, but we had a better race last week. Hopefully the lobbies are strong again this week. Excuse me. So we are live from Brands Hatch tonight for the full GP circuit. We've got a 10-minute qualifier and then we jump into a 1-hour endurance for you guys tonight. So let's quickly go and have a look at some scores. So after last week, Jainio still leading the way for Team Jaguar. He's got himself 47 points. DDR Hatalad in the AMG Mercedes. He got fastest lap last week, won the fastest lap last week. 46 points on board for him. Right behind him is Ofskis, his teammate in the AMG as well. 36 points on board. Waldy in 4th. He's got 28 points in the team Hyundai. Cutler in the McLaren, 26 points. D-Dot also in the McLaren, 24 points. Both of those drivers have swapped from the Lamborghini from the beginning of the season because it's a terrible, terrible car to drive, although some people quite like it. Aldo is driving the Porsche, has got himself 16 points. Nipping at his heels is DMK DK10 in the Vantage. He's got himself 15 points. Team Jaguar again for DDR Jonesy, 14 points. We've got DMK Chalky in the Porsche as well. It's got 13 points. Also picked himself up only a pole points. Oh, pole position points. Right. Okay. Of course. Gwydion for Team Hyundai. It's got 10 points alongside Draco Fury in the Corvette. Number 1 Pops also in the Corvette with 10 points, and right at the back, D Keenley's also in the Vantage with 6 points. And team wise, AMG Mercedes are leading with 83 points. Jaguar a little way behind with 59 points. McLaren has got 50 points. Hyundai 38 points. Porsche 28 points. Corvette has got 25 points, and the Aston Martin 21 points. And I'm not sure what the red blobs are saying. RCMBE2 8 points, and then I don't know what that bottom line is. I think that's reserve drivers in the red. Could be Mr. Blobby, 1 million points. Is right at the bottom there in the red. It could be. I don't know. If you can see that, well, good luck to you, because I can't. Right, let's get ourselves in. Merch still available, people. T-shirts and stickers if you want any of that. Hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com and I'll get that out to you. Right, into the lobby. So unfortunately, again, I've been trying to get my new snazzy streaming card to work, but it's just not having it. I can't get the PS5 picture through it. So it's coming out of the computer for now, and I'm back to the old card, damn it. Which is a bit of a shame, because I was hoping for a bit of a slightly better picture and that kind of stuff, but it's not working at the minute. If anyone knows how to not lob it through a window to make it work, then let me know, because I've tried lots. Right, let's get ourselves, who's out on track? Anybody? Hatalad, Ghosting. Popular track, Brands Hatch. Let me just put the normal nonsense on for you lot. Got more options in the lobbies in this game than I've got in the new one. Good, that, isn't it? That's the one, old crawler. Oh, he should have held it. He should have held it. That would have been the drift of the day. He kept the power in. Opposite locked it. Pushed on through. Off skis in the Mercedes. Just getting a bit of fuel, getting some fresh tyres. Waldy in the Hyundai. Out on track, you see the marbles already being kicked up. I know it's only a game. Jonesy giving us a little flash of the lights. Jag looking and sounding good. Gwydion through the hairpin, a little bit of a drift on the way in. So we're not into qualifying yet. Again, it's going to be a little 10-minute qualifier into a 1-hour endurance. Gianio, current championship leader, also in the Jag tonight. Newcomers in the McLaren RC MBE2. Why are you in the McLaren? Oh, you were in the Jag last week, I think, weren't you? Who are you sitting in for? Don't we have a D-Dot in the lobby yet? Old Crawler back out on track after wrecking his tyres from his attempted drift. Also looking and sounding good. Jag though does look good around here. Nice little rumble to it. Little purple sector as well there from Janio. Fastest man in this practice session. Yeah, a few drivers missing tonight. Let's have a look. Ofsky's in the house. Janio, Waldy. Oh, someone just getting it all wrong in the background. Hatalad's in. Gwydion's in. Old Crawler's in. RCMBE. So I'm sure. Where's D-Dot? D-Dot should be in this lobby. Where are you, Deeds? Pops in the Corvette, sponsored by Pepsi themselves. Yep, it does say Doritos all over it, but it is Pepsi. Okay, Jonesy's in the house. He's had to leave and come back for some reason. DK10 just sitting it out in the pits at the minute during this practice session, waiting for qualifying to start. It was a good race last week between Janio, Hatalad and Ofskis. Coming out on top though did the Jags, did the Mercedes. Why haven't we got qualifying underway? Do they know something I don't? Are we waiting for drivers maybe? Fury, so yes we are. Again, no D-Dot, so are we having lobby issues again tonight? Don't start giving me Gran Turismo updates during this, you crazy game. Don't even know if I've got 7 on here. I've got it on the PS5, I didn't put it on the 4 I don't think. I just decided to upload it for the sake of it. Mercedes doing well in this championship so far. Again, Jag's doing alright as well. Quick reset to pits there. Offski's also in the Mercedes. So RCMBE, obviously a standard driver, having issue with drivers struggling to join. Yeah, I thought so, mate. I thought so. Evening. Can I see? Could I? What? Nobody told me you weren't. Oh, sorry, Drac. Hey, look, the game, mate. We've had it before. We've had it before where I've. Oh, someone off track. Yeah, where I've watched the whole race. Everybody's been chasing the guy in first down, but all I can see is second backwards. Didn't even know this guy. I thought he was stuck in the pits for like 21 laps or something round at Goodwood. I don't know. Can I see you, Drac Fury? Where are you? Are you on track yet? There you are. I can see you, Drac. Whether that happens, yeah, I know. Like I say, yeah, it's interesting. Other people have been in the same situation, even out on track where they can't see drivers. But it might change when the race happens. It might end up where I can't see you during the race. I don't know. Stupid game, isn't it? Stupid, like, lobbies and... yeah, I can see you driving off track. That's, you know... Oh, I can see Hatterlad trying to take the front end off you. So, D-Dot had issues trying to get in when Cutler made a lobby as well the other week, and Cutler couldn't get in when D-Dot made a lobby, and other people were struggling to get in anyone else's lobby. It was, yeah, it was daft, really. Looks like we're having similar issues tonight. I can still see you, Drac, don't worry. Anyone else that you lot can see that I can't? Yes, Hatter. Two Mercedes looking good. There we go then, quali about to start. Team Mercedes a bit of glory, look. So 10-minute quali, and then we jump into this 1 hour endurance here at Brands Hatch. Let's see if we can see Drac. Well, there he is. Again, qualifying sessions can be different to races. Waldy, are you able to leave the pits? Are you stuck in the pits? That's interesting. It's still saying first on his car. That could be a little bit of a glitch. We'll see. So Ofsky's leading the way at the minute, but only on the out laps. Ofsky's got to give each other room as well during qualifying. You don't want to be too far back. You want to try and gain a little bit of a toe, obviously down certain spots, but you don't want to get to the point where that driver's then holding you up. Is that a collision with something? Did I hear chaos and mayhem? Maybe? No? Okay. Sounded like I heard tyres screech and a collision with a wall. Okay, Waldy can leave the pits. Okay, he's reset his position back to 11th, okay. So now onto these hot laps then. Again, only 10 minutes, so not that long to actually get these laps done, really. What are they going to be putting in around here? 110s maybe? 12s? I don't know. DMK using all of that track. Oh, someone's backwards, it's Hatter. No damage, but he's running slowly. That's that lap thrown in the bin then for Hatter lad. Tricky bit of the course. Well, the whole course is tricky really. As you can see, it's just grass on the sides. Oh, number one Pops did well to keep that pointing in a straight line. Times coming in then. There is the fastest man so far. 123.4 for Janio. 0.8 of a second quicker than anyone else. Off skis is the next quickest. He's on a 124.2. DK10 third, 124.9. One Pops has got himself a 125.0 for fourth position at the minute on the grid. Draco Fury fifth, 125.1. DDR Jonesy, wow, 126.4. Hatterlad 7th with that 132.5. Gwydion 135.9. It's not blue, so penalties or something, just didn't go quick. Old Crawler the same, 130.2, no blue lap. RCMBE again 133.2. Penalties or something, and Waldy now out of the pits and onto his first hot lap. It's not the race yet, boys. Off skis has decided he's coming in. Janio's coming in right behind him. DK10 stops out. Not able to go quicker though. 125.5 for that lap. Clear track in front of him now though. Let's see what he can do. Still plenty of life left in those softs. Hatterlad's just chucked himself one position in front of him though into third position. DMK pushed down into fourth now, so 124.7 for Hatter. One Pops fifth, 125.0. Holding on to that one. Draco Fury sixth, 125.1. Jonesy, or nearly bypassed him, 126.2, so a little bit quicker than his previous. Crawler just going quicker as well, 126.5 in the Porsche, 9th at the minute on the grid. Waldy as well, getting his first hot lap in, 127.3 for him, 10th. Being hunted by teammate Gwydion at the minute, a 133.9. Is Gwydion possibly learning the corners or just gaining the toe from him? Oh, Draco Fury drifting it. So DK10 goes quicker again, gets himself back into third position, 124.4. Hatter in the pits, getting rid of those mediums, probably going to stick a set of softs on. Got enough time. Has gone for the softs as well. Comes out just in front of Team Hyundai. A couple more drivers to cross the finish line, then I'll go and have a look at the times. There's a big old gap. And bang, there you go. So we have got Janio still leading the way with that 0.8 second of a gap from anyone else. 123.4 on lap 2. Off skis, behind him on track at the minute. 124.2 for second. DMK back into third position. 124.4. Hattelad fourth. 124.7. RC MBE in the McLaren. He's got a 124.9 for fifth. Number 1 Pops gets pushed down a position, then 125.0 for him, 6th. Draco Fury 7th, 125.1 for him. Waldy up into 8th. Oh, just runs off track through there, 125.4 though. Moves up another couple of positions. Gwydion also jumps up the field a couple of positions as well to 125.7 for him, 9th. DDR Jonesy in 10th, 126.2. Old Crawler in 11th, 126.3. Someone off in the background as well. So just over 2 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. Get another lap in. Going a little bit quicker again, 122.8. Extends that gap between himself and off skis. Again, trying to stick with him on track, but he's running out of time to make that gap. It's almost a full second he's got to try and make up on Janio. He's going to get one more lap to do it. 10 holding on to that third position at the minute. Just come out of the pits on a fresh set of tyres as well, so he's looking to go quicker right at the end of qualifying. Car a little bit lighter as well, less fuel on board. Hattelad holding on to that fourth, 124.7. Let's see what he's got. Is it enough to take that third position back off DK10? Oof, it's quick enough to smash everyone. Have some of that. That's what they got. 122.5 for Hatter. You could crash now if you want. So a quarter of a second now quicker than Janio on track. He's got a little bit of extra wear on his tyres. He's got purples though. He's got purples. Is it going to be enough? Off skis. He's ended up going a little bit quicker, 123.7 on lap 5 there. Still not enough to close the gap up on Janio. Coming up to this last corner then, can Janio do it? He's not going to get another lap after this one. That's it, the race time has ticked over. Is it going to be enough to take that pole back off of Hatter? No, it's not. It's quicker than its previous, a 122.828, but it's not quick enough to take that pole back off of Hattelad. Still a few drivers out on track. Bam, there it is, 122.571 for Hatter. Coming in right at the end there. Still some drivers out on track, so positions may change still. Waldy's managed to chuck himself into fourth as well, right at the end of quali, 124.3. Again, the car a little bit lighter, less fuel on board, fresh set of tyres. Let's go and have some of that. DMK gets pushed down to fifth then. RC MBE holds on to that 6th position. Number 1 Pops in 7th, Draco Fury 8th, DDR Jonesy in 9th, Gwydion in 10th. We'll see who's 11th in a second. Like now, Old Crawler. There it was. There it was. So still good positions on track for Team Mercedes again. First and third, if they can fend off Janio through turn 1, get themselves in front. We'll see what happens. Revs up, lights are out, they're away. It's a good start from Janio. Almost sideways there for Hatter. He loses the race lead already. Gets the power down a little bit too early. DMK, DK10 goes wide through turn 1, just holds it onto track. So it is Janio then being chased by Hatterlad. Ofski's in 3rd. He's also being harassed by Waldy in 4th. Oh, that's RC MBE2. He's disappeared off. Ofski's and Waldy still battling it out as they come through Surtees. Draco Fury DK10 side by side as well. There's the head up, or down, sorry. Jonesy in 7th. Gwydion and Old Crawler neck and neck as they come down this hill as well. There is number 1 Pops and RC MBE. So I'm not too sure what happened to RC MBE2, but he ended up not on track anymore, and now a long way back, 10.3 seconds down. Back up front, it's as we were. Janio still leading. He's managed to pull a little bit of a gap from Hatter. He's got a 2nd over the Mercedes. He's on the soft tyre as well. Let's have a see what Hatter lad is on. He's gone for the medium, so we'll be losing time to Janio. See how that strategy plays out later on. Off skis, under pressure from Waldy, trying to get up the inside. Not made it happen, trying to get past that great big wide Mercedes. Also on the medium tyre for off skis. Waldy on the softs. So looking to get past these supposed slower drivers. I heard some screeching then. DMK in 5th. Draco Fury 6th. So managed to get his way past them. And those two were side by side. Old Crawler up into 7th. Number 1 Pops right on his tail for 8th. Gwydion as well, just off the back end of that fight. Porsche holding onto it up the hill though. Through they go, bumper to bumper through there. Number 1 Pops goes for a little bit of a move as they backs off though. He backs off again. You've got to be so careful. You just don't want to run out wide. Number 1 Pops just dipping a wheel on the grass on the exit. Still harassing the Porsche driver as they come down to Clark Curve at the end. Now looking up the inside again. Has he got it? Has the Porsche got the legs to hold it? Looks like number 1 Pops is going to get it. Goes, plenty of room given by Old Crawler. It's gone a little bit wide though, and number 1 Pops a little bit wide on the exit. Now loses both positions to Old Crawler and Gwydion. A bit of work to do to try and catch up. Let's get ourselves back up front, see what's happening. Janio then pulled 2 seconds over Hatter. Again, different tyre strategies going on here. Ofski's holding on to that 3rd. Waldy not managed to get his way past. Now under pressure from DK10 though. It's going to be a 3-way fight here. DK10 is all over the back of Waldy. Give me different cameras, damn it. Oh. To let off the gas then, Waldy. Through Dingle Dell again. Absolutely nothing to run off, no exit tarmac or anything like that. It's just grass. You get your wheels on those, on that as you're heading into these corners, and it'll have you around. So top 2 still pulling away from this little battle. Ofski's still leading it. Waldy in 4th. Draco Fury, DMK DK10 in 5th. Up the inside is DK10. Not enough room though. Get ourselves a bit of outside camp. Through Surtees. Again, tricky little corner that one. Don't want to run it too wide. They are closing up on Hatterlad as well. Janio escaping. Hatalad maybe making a little bit of a mistake. These three catching up on him. It's going to be a four-way fight before we know it. Again, Waldy looking up the inside. Has to back off though. DMK slops through. Takes that fourth position off him. Oof. Has to be careful not to take out Ofskis and Waldy at the same time as he tries to get back onto his racing line. And there's Waldy all over the back of him. Swerving around, looking for a way through. Absolutely bumper to bumper here. Nowhere for Waldy or DK10 to go. Still bumper to bumper. Allowed Hatalad to escape a little bit. Oh, left the door open then. DK10. Waldy managed to slip his way through following Ofskis. Oh, but he's dipped his wheel on the curb. Exactly what I was talking about. He's lit the rears up, sent him round a little bit. He's kept himself just about in the fight. Lost a little bit of time to Ofskis in front though. Good little battle though. Not over yet. Let's go and see what kind of disgusting lead Janio's got out on his softs. 4.6 second lead in lap 5. Hatta on those mediums. Still pulling time from the drivers behind. 1.9 seconds back to these guys. Ofskis and DK10 close the gap back up. They don't want to hear it, but just waiting on Waldy to close that gap back up as well. He's lost a little bit of time though, 1.3 seconds down out of the slipstream. Dracul Fury, I can see you sitting. Oh, I thought you were going in the pits, but you weren't. Sitting in 6th, 2.8 seconds back from Waldy at the minute. Number 1 pops in 7th, 7.9 seconds back, so there's big gaps already developing on track. Old Crawler 8.6 seconds back. He's got DDR Jonesy harassing him though. Porsche versus Jag here. Now we've got Gwydion and RC MBE in a little tussle as well for positions. Oof, a little bit of a nudge on the way into that. Again, looking up the inside into the hairpin. Gets his way through RC MBE2 then. Into 10th again. He was a long way back after his misfortune through this very corner here. I'm not sure if there was contact between him and anyone else, but just saw him go spinning off into the dirt. And 10 or 11 seconds back, so he's managed to make that time up and get himself past Gwydion for the time being. See if we can catch up with him later on in the race, see where it's ended up. Janio is still pulling time, 6.4 seconds now over Hatta. And Hatta still pulling time from these boys who have all closed back up. Ofskis, DK10 and Waldy. Bumper to bumper again. Looking to Druids. Around the outside, DK10 trying it, Waldy trying not to take anyone out. Oh, a little bit of a light up at the rears there for DK10. He holds on to those. Oof. Nearly wide through there. Waldy manages to sneak through though. Into Surtees, going to have the advantage. He'll get in front here then. Waldy gets himself into 4th. Now he's on the hunt for Ofskis. Back within slipstream range as well is Waldy. By DK10 up the hill. Still almost bumper to bumper these three. Fury just in the background there as well, not that far back actually, closing up on these three. Waldy then looking around the outside of Ofskis into the final turn. That's going to be a drag race down to Paddock Hill. Mercedes has got the inside line as well. Who's got the nerve to hold it around the outside? Waldy gets his braking done as well and slots himself through into third. Great bit of driving there from Waldy. Braved it out. DMK 10's seen that and thought, I'll give that a go round Druids, but no, it's not going to work through there. So Waldy through into third, then Ofsky's now the chase car. DK10 still in that fight. Again, Draco Fury just lurking in the background. We ought to go and have a look at the race leader, hadn't we? There he is. There you go. There's the race leader. 8.5 seconds up the road from anyone else. Still plenty of life left in his softs. Plenty of fuel on board as well. And a massive great gap out. Only just over 10 minutes in. Had to land then through Dingle Dell. He has got these boys closing up a little bit now. That gap just dropped below 2 seconds. Waldy is on the softs though. Yes, DK10 was on the softs. So now Waldy's managed to get in front as he started to put those softs to good use. Bringing the time down still, 1.6 seconds. So yes, he is making them work. But for how much longer? That's the question. How much longer before they start falling off? Ofsky's on the mediums behind. Is doing a decent job of actually hanging on to him. Did a decent job of defending for the first few laps as well, considering both of these drivers were on soft tyres behind him. So further back in the field, there's Draco Fury. Oh, he's lost a bit more time, unfortunately. His tyres looking a little worse for wear. Oh yeah, it looks like he's struggling a little bit. 7.3 seconds back. Number one pops another 8.2 back. The other Corvette, Old Crawler in 8th, 9.8 seconds back. RCMBE in 9th, out on the mediums, 10.6 seconds behind Old Crawler, but made up another position. Got himself past Jonesy and Gwydion now. Gwydion in 10th. Oh, Jonesy thought he was a torpedo then, I think. Lucky he didn't go spinning around there, kept himself quite close to Gwydion actually. These two might be on for a bit of a fight. This man is just pulling more and more time. Again, out on the soft tyre. Just under half a tank of fuel left. Hattelad's managed that gap a little bit better. Off skis. Okay, has Waldy come in the pits or has Waldy made a mistake? Waldy has made a mistake. That's what Waldy's done. There's been contact, but he was pulling away. And it's not as if he's come in the pits because he's not got fresh tyres or fuel. So a mistake on board then for Waldy. Puts him out of contention for a podium position for the time being. So race leader in another time grabbing few corners, 11.7 seconds now. Hattelad holding the second again. Off skis now, bringing that gap down a little bit. 1.4 seconds between them. There is DK10 just in the background. He's now lost a bit of time to these two. And Draco Fury then. 5th now. He's still got Waldy closing up, just 2.1 behind him. Again, Draco's tyres looking a little bit beaten up. And in the pits he comes then. Waldy follows him in, so yeah, he's had enough of his tyres as well. There's not a lot of wear on those softs really for Waldy. They've obviously fallen off, they're obviously causing him issues. Drops himself in, takes on board some fuel. See where that leaves him when he comes back out. So Janio still not stopped. Quarter of the way through this race now. Fastest lap as well, as you would expect. Hazelad got his teammate closing up on him by a couple of tenths every lap. 1.1 seconds between these two. Both out on the medium tyres. Ofsky's tyres actually looking a lot better. Has used an awful lot more fuel though than his teammate in front. Oh, DK10's on pad. How can you be typing? Oh, Hatter spun it at Dingle-Dell. I can imagine he's just dipped a wheel on the exit, gone backwards. He kept hold of third position, but he's now losing a little bit of time to teammate Ofsky's in front. Stays out. Obviously thinks his tyres are still good enough. Just a little mistake through that corner. 3 seconds behind Ofsky's now though. Pops fourth on track at the minute, 22.1 seconds down. Not stopped yet though, almost out of fuel. I can imagine he's coming in right now. Yeah. Already just been in the pits, so it was looking good on that first set of softs. Let's see if he can do the same on this second set. He's got clear track in front of him. Fury just been in the pits as well. Fresh set of mediums on board for him. Holding 6th. He's got past RC MBE 7th then, out on the mediums. Off track early on. It was a long way back. But, he's starting to chop his way back through again. It's a long way to go. Still 43 minutes left on the clock. Gwydion 8th, a little bit squirrely out of Druids. Graham Hill. A few drivers pretty close actually. Gwydion, Jonesy, number 1 Pops and Old Trawler. All looking to get into a bit of a fight here, these 4. Janio being disgusted up front. 16.8 seconds lead. Soft tyre though. They're going to start falling off. Let's have a look at his lap time. Still holding on to the pretty much 124s from lap 4 all the way to lap 12. A couple of 123s thrown in for good measure, but the majority of them are 124s. Again, just doesn't want to stay out too long. Find out that all of a sudden you can't get around a corner on them. Himself backwards. This is where we saw Hatterlad get it backwards a second ago. Still got 1/4 of a tank of fuel on board as well, Janio. Stays out again. So Ofsky's holds on to second. Hatterlad has lost more time to his teammate. And his tyres are looking a little bit worse for wear, so he might end up coming in getting rid of those. Ofsky's comes in. Hatterlad stays out on those at mediums. DK10 then, who's just come on chat saying he's on pad and it's killing him. I can imagine. I don't even know if my fingers would make the pad work to make a car go around a circuit anymore. Ofsky's gets released right into the path of DK10. Oh, he's had to take a little bit of sideways action through there to try and avoid exiting Ofsky's, but he does just hold on to third position. Ofsky's right behind him though on a fresh set of softs. DK10 goes a little bit wide through there as well. Stay with this fight. Again, it's a fresh set of softs versus a pretty fresh set of mediums. DK10 again out on the pad tonight. Skis closes that gap up a little bit more. Down the hill then through Dingledale. We've seen a couple of drivers get it wrong. These two getting it right though. Into Sterling's, no problem. Now can Ofskis start using these softs? DK10 managing to keep himself in front though. There's a medium versus soft tyre fight. DK10 on the mediums. Ofskis on the softs. Again, gets a good run out of Druids. Nowhere to go through Graham Hill though. Through Surtees again. All over the back of DK10 as the exit. Now, can the Mercedes get a run on him through Hawthorns down the hill? Goes up the inside. No, no, yes he has. DK10's giving him plenty of space. Ofskis goes through. I thought DK10 had held on to that, but no, Ofskis kept his elbows out. DK10 giving plenty of room as well, so Ofskis back up into third. Back in the hunt for teammate Hatter, who's not stopped yet. He's got a Gwydion for company as well. Janio still out on those softs, almost out of fuel now, probably coming at the end of this lap. 23.5 seconds up the road at the minute. Ofsky still being hunted by DK10. He's not out of danger yet then. Waldy in 5th position. Fresh set of softs on for him. 4.9 seconds back from DK10. Dracul Fury. A little bit of a penalty to lose. Sitting in 6th. 3.9 back from Waldy as well. There he is, just heading out of Surtees. Pops 7th position, also in that Corvette. No penalty for him though. 17.5 seconds back from teammate Dracul. Just in the pits. RCMBE comes through though to take 8th position. He's already been in the pits. Fresh set of soft tyres on board for him. Old Crawler gets released front of Gwydion. He's come out with another set of soft tyres on, right in front of Hatterlad as well for Old Crawler. Hatterlad goes through though. Oof, a little bit sideways on the exit for Hatter. His tyres really worn out then. He's struggling a little bit. Waldy's left the room. Why has Waldy left the room? Janio still out on track. You've got to come in this lap. You've got to come in this lap. A little bit of short shifting just to make sure he can get round, saving that tiny little bit of fuel. In he comes then, race leader. Hatterlad has also got a stop, so he's got about a pit stops gap. And he's still got to take a stop, so Ofsky's out on those fresh tyres. We'll see where that puts him in terms of teammate Hatterlad when he's come in the pits. Hatterlad's not coming in the pits, still got fuel on board. Stays out. Janio gets released now though. Behind a couple of drivers on track. He's got Gwydion and Old Crawler to get past before he can hunt down Hatter. 3.5 seconds the gap, but fresh tyres on board versus Hatter's beaten up mediums. And again, we'll see where Ofsky's turns himself up when Hatterlad goes in the pits. Again, teammates, but Ofsky's might have just managed to get himself in front. He's pulling the gap down between himself and, is he? Janio? Yes, he is. That gap between Hatter and Janio's coming down as well, so Ofsky's closing in on the pair of them. Again, Janio's just come out of the pit, so it's the race between Ofsky's and Hatter then. Past Old Crawler, past Gwydion. There is Janio right behind Hatter now. Again, Hatter's got to drop himself in the pits. He's got no choice, I think, really. He can't do another lap like that. In he comes, so Janio retakes race lead. Hatter comes in. Where's Ofsky's going to come out? I think he's going to take this position. He was already in front, only due to a little mistake from Hatter. Ofsky's goes through. DMK 10 goes through. Gets released now. Where's he going to end up on track? Stay in that fourth. 27 seconds now behind race leader. Oof, not great on the exit there. Lose a little bit more time then. Due to that, so 28.5 seconds behind race leader. 8.3 seconds behind DK10. That's going to put him 13 seconds. 13 seconds behind teammate Ofsky's. So Janio back into the race lead, 15.8 seconds. Now he's got a little bit of clear track. He's who's that that just pinned themselves across the track? So Janio is just managing to stretch this gap out a tiny little bit. He's yo-yoing a little bit. Ofsky's 15.6 seconds down then in that Mercedes. DK10 6.1 seconds down in the Aston. Hatter lad then on that fresh set of tyres. Yeah, lost a bit of time to Janio, 30.2 seconds, 8.4 back from DK10 though. Closing. Dracul Fury 5th, 12.1 seconds down from Hatter. Teammate number 1 Pops coming down to the same corner. RCMBE then, the lonely McLaren driver tonight. Unfortunately, again, I think we would have had either Cutler or D-Dot join, but yeah, we've had lobby issues again tonight. So RCMBE is in the room. He's driving the McLaren. He's got himself 7th on track at the minute. Fresh set of tyres on board to play with, and 3/4 of a tank of fuel as well. DDR Jonesy sitting in 8th. Very similar situation. Fresh-ish set of softs. 3/4 of a tank. Direct threat. Gwydion and Old Crawler though, they're battling. Gwydion's got the exit of Paddock Hill wrong. Old Crawler goes through then. Unfortunately, we've lost Waldy from this one. That was Gwydion's teammate in the other Hyundai. Gwydion get that position back. Oosh, not like that. Back up with race leader then. He's just about to lap his teammate, DDR Jonesy in front. Let's hope Jonesy sees him come in. The two Jags heading down towards the start-finish straight. formation of Spitfires or something, isn't it, with that little livery as well. So Janio's pulled more time from Oskies. That was at 15.7. He's managed to gain another 2 seconds. He's put in another fastest lap of the race, actually, Janio. Why has it not showed up? A 1:23.3. So yes, he has pulled another 2 seconds over Oskies. DK10 lost a bit more time as well. Hatalad pulling that gap down a little bit more, 5.6 seconds. Number 1 pops into 5th then. Dracul Fury been in the pits, fresh set of mediums on board for him. And now got RC MBE on that reasonably fresh set of softs in the McLaren, just 3 seconds behind him. Not anymore, because Dracul Fury has decided to throw it on the grass at Sterling's. Now in 7th then Dracul. And now have DDR Jonesy and race leader closing up on him. There they are, just in the background of that shot. Jonesy, race leader, just in front of him. There he is, Janio coming up the hill. Oskies in 2nd, lost more time to Janio in front. DK10 comes in the pits. That allows Hatalad to go through into 3rd again. So he's now got 13.6 second gap between himself and teammate Oskies in front. That puts him 30 seconds behind race leader. DK10 back out the pits and holds on to 4th. 5th place number 1 Pops comes in the pits right behind him. RCMBE should take 5th then. Janio having the blue flags waved at Dracul Fury while he's trying to get through. So RCMBE does go through into 5th position then. Tyres looking oddly worn, very worn on the left rear. Not a lot of wear on the fronts. I'll be shifting my brake balance forward. RCMB. Save those tyres. Some clicks. Dracul Fury then. That's a little bit of a wiggle on through there. Holding on to 6. Jonesy. We saw just allowing his teammate through in 7th. Number 1 Pops is back out on track after his stop, 8th position. Fresh set of softs on board for him, just 1.8 seconds back from Jonesy as well, so he's not too far back from Dracul Fury's teammate. 5 seconds, 5.5 seconds. Old Crawler is away from Gwydion now. He's got 11.5 seconds to catch up to number 1 Pops. To pull 11 seconds over Gwydion as well. Oh, Gwydion's off track just through. Oh, Surtees back on track now though. Janio still pulling time, 21.2 seconds over Oskies. Hatter 14.5 back, so no real close battles out on track at the minute. Might all change in the last few laps. What, we've got 25 minutes remaining. A couple of little close-ish battles here, I suppose. We've got RCMBE and Dracul. And then we've got Jonesy and number 1 Pops. They're on different. Oh no, they're not. start. Sorry. So the on battling position, the ball pops just gets through then. Again, fresh tyres working well for him, getting himself past DDR Jonesy. Old Crawler then, he's not quite on his own. He has got a Gwydion. Oh no, sorry, that's Ofsky's behind him. Gwydion's another 18.7 seconds down, so a couple of little mistakes again from Gwydion, making him lose time to Old Crawler as well. He's on the tail of Hatalad though as they head down the hill. Unstoppable tonight then, Janio. Here is second place Ofskis. Again, was just losing a bit of time to his teammate in the first stints, but that could have been down to the fact he was defending from two of the drivers. He had a good old battle. Ofskis, DMK, DK10 and Waldy had a real good battle for a few laps. Flash of the lights there from Ofsky's, just saying, get out of my way. A friendly get out of my way. Let's get out of my way nonetheless. Oh, Old Crawler, got to be more aware. Blue flags are waving. Ofsky's up the inside. Still losing time to Janio, so he's been losing time pretty much ever since the pit stops. He doesn't want to lose too much time to Hatter, although he is still gaining time over Hatterlad as well. Hatter does now have a bit of a clean track in front of him. Blast his tyres out, he might be able to put in one or two good laps before he's got plenty of fuel on board. Definitely all going to have to stop for tyres again, that's for sure. Through Druids he goes then. Saw him get it wrong. Well, where did we see him get it wrong? Through Diggle, wasn't it? Up and over the hill. DK10 then on his pad. Holding that fourth position. Gwydion pulled right off the racing line to allow him through. RCMBE. The man in lap 1 we saw get fired off at Graham Hill Bend ended up 11.5 seconds back or something, maybe even a little bit more than that, and is currently sitting in 5th position. Okay, he's a minute back from race leader, but he's sitting in 5th. He's had a damn good fight as RCMBE. It's not over yet. Got a fair gap behind him to number 1 Pops. In fact, these two have just swapped places. That fresh set of tyres working in number 1 Pops' favours again. He's getting himself past teammates. Drackle Fury on the worn out mediums. Jonesy in the second Jag. Sitting in 8th position. Again, team-wise, it's looking for another good night for Team Mercedes in 2nd and 3rd. Janio's first, Jonesy in 8th. Waldy was doing alright as well. He was battling for that 3rd position between himself, Oskis, and who else were you fighting with? DK10. What's he got? So Oski's in the pits now as well. What's Hatalad going to do? He's got plenty of fuel. Don't think you're going to make a set of softs last another 20 minutes, 19 minutes. Don't fill up. You don't need it all, I bet. 19 minutes of fuel. That's all you need. And he has, or maybe he does need it all. Maybe it's 3 full tanks. But now only 7.5 seconds behind his teammate on a fresh set of tyres as well. So has Hatalad got to stop? He did manage to save a bit of fuel in that first stint. Oskis comes out just in front of DK10. These two were in a good old battle at the start of the race as well. DK10 on a slightly worn out set of softs though, and only half a tank of fuel, so again, probably going to have to stop again. Or risk losing a position to this man. Again, he's going to have to stop, so number 1 Pops is probably going to get past him. Could all change here, really. So a lot of the drivers have got to stop. There you go, Old Crawler's coming in for his last stop now. Jonesy needs to come in. Draco Fury, number 1 Pops. Gwydion. Oh, Gwydion's just been in, but now he's off. Janio then 15.5 second lead over Hatalad. Again, he's got to take another stop here. He's going to run out of fuel before the end of this race. Hatter then second. Ovski's bringing that gap down, just 4.2 seconds. Still got DK10 for company as well. RCMBE comes in for his last stop as well. Let's see where that puts him. Drops down to 7th. Another driver just coming around past the pit entrance. He's going to lose that position as well. Was that a back marker? It could have been a back marker. Oh no, it's Jonesy, sorry, he has gone past already. Released in 8th then. Let's see what happens to RCMBE. Some of the drivers got to stop in front of him. Janio still pulling time on the worn out softs. Then car will be slightly lighter due to the lack of fuel inside it at the minute. Still got 1/4 of a tank on board though for Janio. Then holding on to 2nd, but for how much longer I don't know. Ovski's bringing that gap down rapidly. 2.8 seconds the gap between these two. He's pulled more time over DK10 as well. Again, DK10's tyres. Oh, it just... Ooh, he's on the grass. Saved it, but he's going to have lost loads of time. Over a second, or he's lost to Ovski's. Struggled through Surtees as well with the dirty tyres. Just 1/4 of an hour left in this race. Janio through Druids and Graham Hill cleanly. Again, his tyres looking a little bit beaten up at the front, especially on that left-hand side. Let's get ourselves on with Hatter while he goes for a bit of an overtake, shall we? get some roof cam, we can do some sideways action. So the gap just at half a second then between teammates Hattelad and Ofskis. Okay, nice and simple. Hattelad just lets him through on the run up to Druids. Through he goes, D-dot movement, Fanatec smashed on the rear spoiler there of Ofski's Mercedes. And look at the time he's pulling on teammate Hattelad already. Those fresh tyres really working in his favour, over a second already over his teammate. He's not going to be able to do anything about Janio, even if Janio stops. He's going to have about 30 seconds left to play with between himself and Ofskis. There he is through the Surtees himself. Time over teammate Hattelad. Hattelad stays out. Have you got enough fuel on to last the race, Hatter? Possibly. DK10 only 2.5 seconds back from you as well. His tyres are looking a little bit beaten up, but I don't know if you've got enough fuel on. One pops again. He's going to have to come in for fuel. Jonesy, he's going to have to come in for fuel as well. RC MBE then, already back up into 7th. Forky Jonesy, sorry, not Forky Jonesy, DDR Jonesy just in front of him. It could be Forky Jonesy. Could be the same person. One pops in the pits now then, so taking his last stop. Is Jonesy going to come in? Yes, he is. RC MBE then back up into 5th position. So, last 12 minutes on the clock. RC MBE is going to have a tall order to gain any more positions. He's got a minute to try and catch up to DK10 in 4th in front of him. And he has now got number 1 Pops out of the pits. Oof, number 1 Pops has taken on board all the fuel for the last 12 minutes. Out on a set of mediums as well. DK10 in the pits now. Okay, so that is going to bring him closer to RC MBE, but not enough to put him under any threat. I think Hattelad is going to see this race out on this fuel and these tyres. So Ofskis, okay, Janio will have to stop. He is losing time. Ofskis has managed to pull 2 seconds on him, but still got 51.4 seconds gap between the two of them. Janio still putting 125s in. They're getting higher and higher, but still 125s. Might not be on this lap. Yeah, losing a bit more time. Ofski's bringing another half a second off him. Short shifting, almost out of fuel around this back half of the circuit, Janio. You don't want to be running out of fuel, do you? Should make it back to the pits now, though. So another half a second lost due to those worn out tyres. A little bit of short shifting and not going too mad into the corners. In the pits he comes then. There is Ofskis. A long way back still. Now 10.5 seconds in front of teammate Hatter. DK10 back out the pits, 27.7 seconds down. Oh, he's picked up a penalty as well as DK10. Loses it just there though on the run up to Druids. Been off track, got dirty tyres. Now, yeah, there you go, RCMB still 30 seconds back from DK10. So, well, unless DK10 keeps throwing himself off circuit, then in the last 9 minutes, then he should be okay. Interesting to see if this fuel's going to last. I think it is for Hatta. So there's that gap down to 30 seconds with the pit stop in hand then for Janio. Pit stop's worth of time anyway. Not that he's going to need it now, just almost 8.5 minutes left of this race. So any battles actually on track? Let's have a look. Not here, not here. Draco Fury 14.5 seconds back. Well, Pops is actually pretty close, 1.5 seconds back. Now his Ofski's closing up on this fight. So the teammates closing up on one another. Number 1 Pops and Draco Fury in the Corvettes. Yeah, we've got Ofski's in the background of this fight as well. Not for position, I'll say. Draco Fury managing to keep himself in front, actually pulls a 10th over number 1 Pops. Loses it again though on the run up to Druids. Ofski's again just a little bit closer himself. Number 1 Pops. Oh, number 1 Pops. Oh, just manages to hold on to it. Ofski's not managed to squeeze through there. All over the back of number 1 Pops though as they head up over the hill. Let's go and see what's happening up front with Janio. So still 30 seconds, not flung himself off track either. Ofski's still trying to get past this little battle between the Corvettes. Hattelad now 17.8 seconds back, still over a quarter of a tank of fuel. 6.5 minutes remaining. DMK DK10 20.3 seconds back, pulled 5 seconds on Hatta. And that fresh set of softs as well. He'll be pushing. If he sees that time dropping as quickly as I can see it dropping, it's a quarter of a second just in a couple of corners. Go another quarter of a second. Oh, that's not the way to do it. DK10, he does manage to hang on to it though. Keeps the hammer down, still chasing that 3rd place down then for Hatta, just 19.4 seconds in front. RCMBE actually brought himself a little bit closer, 28.3 seconds. Again, tall order in 5.5 minutes. Draco Fury is under less threat now. That fight between himself and teammate number 1 Pops is now separated by a great big Mercedes of Ofski's. Number 1 Pops there then. Now 2.8 seconds down from teammate Draco. DDR Jonesy 6.8 seconds in 8th. Another 14.7 seconds down in the Porsche. And Gwydion is not telling me how far he is back. He's about a minute and 50, unfortunately. Janio, fresh set of mediums on, is still pulling time from Ofski's. Again, his softs looking a little bit worse for wear now. Coming to the end of this race, just over 4.5 minutes left. Got himself past Dracul Fury as well, has Ofski's. Out of that fight then between the two Corvettes. Oh, what's happened to Dracul? He's thrown himself off track. Yeah, struggling on his tyres now as well. That teammate number 1 pops to go through. RCMBE pulls another second on DK10. DK10 pulls a few more seconds on Hatter. Just going through Graham Hill Bend then is Hatter lad, whereas DK10 just coming up through Druids. Again, gap down to below 15 seconds for these two. Literally 5 seconds per minute. DK10, that's your goal. Go. That's not sticking it in the wall either. It's doing it now to less than 13 seconds. Really pushing then DK10. Just drops below 12 seconds the gap. They're almost on the same bit of circuit now as well. There's DK10's fastest lap. Just over 2.5 minutes to go. Gap at 10.8 seconds. Oh, starting to kick in now though for DK10. Pushing that Aston Martin to its limits. Let's go and see what's happening up front with Janio. 34.7 second lead. Now got a little bit of clean track in front of him. 2 minutes left on the race clock. Ofski's then 34 seconds down. Hattelad another 24.7 seconds back in 3rd position, still being hounded and hunted by DK10. The gap down to 9 seconds, 2 minutes remaining. Ah, don't do that, keep it on track. There is Hattelad just going around Clark Curve at the end. There he is. Just got himself past Old Crawler. And there is DK10 on that start-finish straight. 7.5 seconds the gap. 1 minute 27 seconds left. They've got a lap. If he crosses the line, he gets 2 laps. So it's an absolute stompathon then from DK10. 5.2 seconds down. What's happening? Hattelad's got it wrong somewhere. He's now stuck behind Old Crawler. There is DK10 in the background. 4.7 seconds. You need to cross the line there, DK10. That's all I know. You've got 50 seconds now to do it. Gap down to 4 seconds. There they are, just disappearing up the hill. Sorry, Janio, as much as you might be winning this race by loads, this is where it's at. The hunt. 3.2 seconds, losing another 10th, a little bit through there into Dingle Dell. Hattelad still stuck behind Old Crawler in the Porsche. 2.8 seconds, 2.7. Cross the line in time. 10 seconds left on the clock. 3, 2, 1. He's got that lap. Gap down to 1.6 seconds. Hattelad, look in your mirrors. Right. Might just be able to turn the fuel up. We have got Janio who has finished the race. Sorry, dude, but we're sticking with this one. Gap at 1.2. 1.1. Less than a second. DK10 will be in slipstream range. He's got half a track to try and do it. Gap down to half a second. Onto the marbles for Hatter. DK10 closes up again. Bumper to bumper then through here. Both drivers kicking up the dust. Hatter having to go defensive into Dingle. Through Sterling's. Can DK10 get it on the run out? No, he's gone a little bit squirrely on the way in, which has lost him that tiny little bit of time. It's going to be a run to the line then between these two. It's DK10 fires himself through. There it was, from about a 20-second time gap. He's managed to close it all the way back up on Hatterlad there. Oh, that was exciting. I don't even see where everyone else finished. Sorry, boys. I love that kind of stuff. That's better than winning by 50 seconds easily, Janio. Apologies, but yeah. Right, I suppose I'll have to go and look at race results, really. There we go. So Janio did take the win by an awful, great big margin, 40 seconds in the end over Offskis. DK10 coming in third right at the end there with that awesome challenge on Hatterlad's podium. Hatterlad then fourth, RCMBE. I've got to say, another great race for you, my friend, from all the way at the back into fifth position. Number one Pops into sixth, DDR Jonesy seventh, Drackle Fury eighth, Old Crawler ninth, Gwydion in 10th, and unfortunately 11th place would have been Waldy, but I'm not sure if he got kicked out or whether he left, but yeah, we lost him. We lost him in the race. So that was round 3 of the DMK Team Endurance event, or league, or series. Whew. Yeah, that kind of racing is what I like. Like I say, it doesn't matter about positions or anything like that. It's side by sides or the hunts or, you know, those 15-lap absolute door bangers. That's what we want. Love it. So yes, that was round 3 of the DMK DK10 Team Endurance event. Back next week for round 4. I myself am back next Sunday. Oh, excuse me. I'm back next Sunday at 9 o'clock with the P1 boys again and their Super Formula League. No problem, Hatter, no problem. And then yes, same time, same place next week for round 4 of this, the DK10 Team Endurance event. Some tasty little races just there. Enjoyed that. So I hope you liked what you watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe. Other than that, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.